Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to Tarkov with a Twist. Now, in the last episode, we had a fair amount of shooty shoot, and more importantly, we gathered some much-needed gear, which I am very, very happy for. So, before we get started, I'll just add a little bit of an update to the series, as well as I'll be posting in the description below a new updated list. Well, to be fair, only one thing has been updated, but it's probably the feature that I'm very keen on. The Viscera Combat mod, which is basically a mod that increases the blood and violence effects in-game. So, a bit of a content warning for those who are a bit squeamish, though if you're watching these kind of videos, odds are you're probably not squeamish. And there's another thing that I'm going to be doing, which is adding a new rule, because it kind of, I was having a think about it, I'm looking through some of the comments, and I could feel that some people might think that my first attempt at doing a zero to hero run may be slightly too cheesy or too easy, so I'm kind of adding myself a new rule in which I'm not allowed to buy anything. So when I go to the character selection, I didn't really do a great job of explaining that I wasn't going to allow myself to buy any bits of equipment and gear from all of the traders that I have available. Now that I've got the full gear sets, I can do that. I think I also now can do, I can do tasks and stuff, which is nice, which means I can do this, all of these wonderful dailies, which a lot of them is just survive or get out, and I'm like, well, that's kind of a nice thought, but unfortunately, oh yes, and I've been given all of these things as well. Got the stash, make the cash. Thank you very much, Mr. Scorpion. Anyway, so the plan to make things interesting, because I can access the flea market at level 15, I figured, well, let's make things interesting and make it so that I'm not allowed to purchase anything from the flea market to help out with the hideout until I reach level, I'm thinking 20, but I may buff this up to 25. So that way then it kind of makes it, again, it's designed to make it so that I don't just fall back onto it as soon as I am able. So for example, there's a bunch of things here that would really be nice for me to have and to instantly buy, but I'm not allowed to do it until I can get them from the traders, or if I can find them in raid. And that way then things can hopefully make it a little bit more fun, because it will push me to do better at doing things and to go out and actually explore and, obviously content for you guys. But also it's designed to help improve my skill. And that's the hope, at least. So, our character has received some goodies from Prapor. To be fair, I'm not likely to take all of them, but I will be using some of them. The CMS kit I will happily take, because I am... Look, it's a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm definitely going to keep the backpack as well, because the backpack is also kind of nice. But the chest rig is kind of useless. It's really kind of... It's a chest rig, which is nice, but it's kind of useless. But I will be taking the backpack, though. Like, that's a nice thing that they've given me. I don't know why they've given me that, but they've given me that. Anyway, today, of course, we're going to be going into the hot zone. We are, of course, going in to complete a mission on Ground Zero. I'm not liking this, I'll be honest with you. I'm really, really not feeling this. Oh boy. But still, I've got the CMS kit now, so I can do surgery, which I'm actually quite happy to see. I do have a Salewa kit, but I'm kind of wanting to save that for later, which makes sense considering. Do I have any money power? No, I do not. And I don't have an armband thing, which is fine. I'll go into that at some point later, but I don't have an armband thing, and when I do start getting them, I think I'll have to wait until I'm a little bit higher level before I'm allowed to have those, because there's a thing about those where you can potentially not lose stuff, so that's fine. Anyway, let's get ourselves into the raid by getting some equipment. T is 20, and the tracer, that's as good as it's going to get for me, isn't it? Just about. Oh no, it's 762 by 39, not 5 by 45. What do we have? Do I have anything that's... Okay, soft point. 762, soft point. 20 pen, 68 damage. At our level, probably a good thing. Yeah, to be fair, it's probably a good thing. Right. Yes. I will buy 100 rounds. That's 11. Yeah, that's about 10,000. Oh, yeah, it's about 10,000. I'll be putting all these into the ammo pouch. It's about 6 rounds. Can I reload it? Yes, I can. Fantastic. And do I have a bullet inside the chamber? Yes, I do. Fantastic. Right. So the plan is for this run is we're going to basically push in, and I want to complete therapist tasks of getting in and out of Ground Zero. So that's the plan. I don't want to do anything silly or whatever. Depending on where we spawn, if I can get to the machine gun and the AGS grenade launcher, pretty solid. That will give us some much-needed ammunition, weapons, and equipment. Skier's task is a little bit more iffy. See, I kind of want to do it, but there's nothing for me to put the money into. I don't have the things to do at that point. So I'll see what I can do. But worst case scenario is I'll just take less ammo and, well, yeah, I'll do this. Filter by item. No. Split the stack, Jaeger. Right, we're going to take about 6,000 rupees, so we can guarantee that we've got that. I will then take a full 60 rounds, and that's going to have to do me. So 60 rounds. I have this and this with 2 magazines, and that's about it. Everything else I'll have to find in raid. If I can get out with additional whatever you, then that's fine. But at the moment, this is all I've got. I've got an PSKS with a scope on it. So without further ado, I will see you in the raid. Okay, it's quiet. Which means I'm in a building. I'm in the... Oh, God! Worst possible spot. Yeah, this is a terrible spot to spawn. Yeah, no, let's leave. Oh, there's water. Of course, there's fucking water. Hi there, Editor Jaeger here. So, I thought I'd put myself in here because for the first 5 to 10 minutes of this run, I very poorly explained the reasons why I don't like this map. And I felt like probably explaining it in this environment would possibly be a better solution. So, I'd also like to hear your thoughts as well in the comment section below, if you do agree or disagree. And let's keep it civil. So, as you may tell, and my more energetic moments, I don't like this map. I'm going to boil it down to 3 reasons why I find this map to be frustrating. The first is that their spawns are way too close. For this experience in this game, which often touts the concept of he who shoots first is usually the winner, for the map to have an environment where you can more or less be immediately taking fire from someone who need only look up or turn around in your general direction, or is already facing your general direction, I find that to be, in my opinion, objectively bad game design. Even in the vanilla PvE experience, I died in the first 5 seconds in that large meeting room, which is why I had a panic attack when I first spawned in that area, because of the incredibly incredibly close-up nature of the spawns, either with the PMCs or with the scavs. Which leads me to the second thing that really annoys me about this map, is that the map is not nearly wide enough. So unlike other maps like Shoreline, even Lighthouse to a certain extent, Customs, Streets, you always have a means for you to take an alternative path that doesn't necessarily put you into a slugfest zone and allows you to potentially make an escape route that allows you to complete missions or to get certain things out. In this map, you only have 2 real thoroughfares. The first is go north up a open street into a plaza which is taking multiple avenues of fire from the ground and from above. And then you have to run past or through that normally to get to the zone where there is an extraction point in the open or right next to a slugfest zone. The alternative is to take the underground pass, which basically leads you to a slugfest zone, because you either take the route up north and go up the ramp up towards the Amacon extraction, or you take the left-hand side at the Fusion/Skyside buildings ramp and head in towards the Mirror Avenue, which again, slugfest zones, people shooting above you from below. Or you take the Empire building and then walk into a slugfest zone or towards the extraction via the police cordon, the exit. The only extraction point in the map that isn't right next to a slugfest zone or isn't exposed and in the open is the Nakatani basement stairs option, where you have the ability to collect yourself and hold position whilst also not immediately taking fire. It is incredibly frustrating that you have no real means of being able to get yourself in and out of a situation without having to go through a slugfest zone. And not everyone wants to do the slugfest every time they want to, you know, complete a mission, complete a task, that sort of thing. Which finally leads me to, in my opinion, the most egregious reason and why this makes me hate this map so, which is it's a starter's map which prevents you from progressing in the task things until you do them. And it's a shit starter map. Narratively speaking, in my opinion, it makes more sense for this map to be something like a level 15 to 20 style map. Like, after you've been playing the game for a few hours, you have an understanding have a combat sense, you have a game sense logic, you've got gear and equipment that is good enough for you to survive against most threats, and it also allows you to explore the famous city of Tarkov that so many people have been talking about. It's not quite labs, you aren't in a position to be able to afford lab access keycards, but you are in a position that you're not going to immediately collapse when the paper mache armor that you're wearing takes anything harder than a feather. And it just means that for someone who doesn't know what's going on, doesn't understand the game mechanics, or doesn't understand anything, they just know Tarkov, shooter, gun, death, it just makes the game just a pointless, needless, chaotic firefight that just teaches the player bad mechanics until they then finally get themselves out of that region and into a better map like Customs, which was the original starters map, or they quit because they feel like, well, I can't play this game then because I can't do any other map and I want to progress through the story. So that's my 2 cents on the factor. Customs was so much better as a starter's map. It had routes that you could move through. It wasn't always a firefight, and you had the ability to learn the mechanics at your own pace rather than at the pace of someone else who already knows how to do it. To me, Ground Zero feels like a SEAL Clubber's paradise and should be something that should be level 10, 15, or even, 17, God forbid, rather than what it is at the moment. And yes, I know about the AI levels being changed if you are a higher level system, but that doesn't count because, again, it's a slugfest. Slugfest doesn't mean shit in that game. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the video. Sweet. We want to go downstairs. We want all the... Yeah, this is downstairs. Good. For 2 reasons. One, I'm going to try and go to the other side. Okay, good. I want to go to the other side to Empire so I can discover the... Cool. Loudest fucking door in the creation. Running. Right. I know I said I would stop looting, but this area might have what we need. Okay. That's useful. I took a decent-ish wrench. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna have to toss something. Right, dump that. Right. Doors open. Not a good sign. If I don't encounter anyone, that will be great. Right, I'm closing this door. If I can just get upstairs. Door. On the stairwell. Doors open. Right, I'm closing this door. Right, I'm going upstairs. There may be someone upstairs. Up. Into here we go. Right. Good. No sign of bad guy at the moment. I want to be quick. So, the sane mod reportedly has the ability for AI to... Come on, detect it. There we go. Good. Good shit. Good. Right, okay. Okay. Good shit. Good shit. I know there's things to loot in here, but I don't want to risk... Ooh, boy. Taking it nice. Nice and slow. Okay, and... Door. There's someone there. I can feel it. There's someone there. I was thinking on going to the van, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. But they could be also downstairs. Right, let's see. Push up. Clear. Clear. I'm going for it. Oh boy. Running. Get to the fucking point. Just get to the car, get to the car, get to the car, get to the car. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Come on. I hate this. I fucking hate this. Come on. Come on. 4. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. My heart rate was going through the fucking roof. God, I hate this map. Like, it's one of the... It's the second worst task you can do in fucking Ground Zero. It's such a bitch. Because, like, basically, all you have to... It's a simple task, in theory. Just get yourself to the extract. You know? Get inside the zone. Go and give some money to a guy. And then extract. Yeah, that's a piece of cake. That should be all right? Except for the fact that you end up having to run like a fucking in the open on an area that is already a hot zone, as you can, as you've all been hearing. And then on top of that, you are geared with a paper fucking mache in front of you, which is counting as armor. Like, sure, I could have potentially taken a hit and perhaps taken, could have defended myself somewhat. But because you have to sit in the same location for like 30 seconds, it is just painful. Painful. Ooh. So, yeah, no. I'm actually really relieved because, okay, he says, the hardest task, finger quote, in that realm is, well, the second hardest task in that sector is actually done. Like, there's other tasks that are harder, but you get the benefit of doing other things around it. But this task that we've just completed, oh my god, so glad. And we return successful and rather rich in loot as well, if we have a look at this. Yes, my stash is all over the place. Shush. There are people who... I have friends of mine who are saying, oh my god, your stash, I want to kill... I want to... like, Bidden has basically been saying, like, I want to go onto your game and actively fix all of your stash stuff. And I'm like, well, no, you can't. Right, so the good news is, Skier, fuck your task. Fan-dabby-doby. And we can immediately hand over one of the jobs. Oh yeah, that task. That's bullshit, but okay. Right, no, so basically we've got the task of, and we've been given that. Nice, and we've been given this. Absolutely fabulous. Right, okay. Nutrition unit. Oh! Yes, I just remembered. We actually get a nutrition unit now. We can actually make the nutrition unit because of the money we've got. Yay. So, let's go get that sorted, shall we? Na 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 na. Lovely. And also, we've got ourselves a new friend. If we enter into it, we get introduced to one of the reasons why I love this mod pack. Where is he? I see him somewhere. He is somewhere. Where are you? I hear him. Where are you? We have a friend. A new friend. Unfortunately, in this current state of the hideout, it's a bit abysmal, but we will be getting him soon. Where is he? There he is! Hello! Hello! Oh, look at him. He's adorable. This is Jasper. Okay, so this isn't the actual official... You probably could have gotten spoilers from the mod list in the description, but you get your own Hideout Cat. Hello. Aw, bless. He's adorable. Aw. So yes, you can I believe you can customize him. I remember seeing an option at one point. Hello. I think if we go to F12, I think there's an option for like Hideout Cat, or there it is, Hideout Cat, and you can actually choose the coats and everything else like that. But we're going to be going with bicolor because I like it, and you can also change his eye color as well, which is really cool. But no, this is oh bless. So yes, you can have your very own cat, and this is the reason why our character, Mr. Gary Redpill, is doing all that he can because his cat, which he was able to find. Because I'm going to make the story up as it goes along, because why not? He was able to find his cat, and now he's able to live a little bit more. He found a cat that he's adopted, and he's all happy and stuff. So yes, that's his cat now. He's found his cat. Anyway, so... Okay, Mr. Stroppy. So anyway, this is our new cat, and he will be amazing. But on a side note, we also now have a nutritional unit, which allows us to make some much-needed bits of food and equipment, and surprisingly iskras, which, well, we don't have the ability to get them as of yet, but still, iskras, we can do shit. We have access to a bunch of options as well, but we can't do anything really with it because, well, we haven't got anything to put into it. Can I even get Amelia croutons? Okay, so technically we could start building up our reserves with this. And then obviously as we improve our equipment and everything, we'll be able to gain access to other bits and pieces. Can I actually build it? Can I buy this? I need to get this at loyalty level 2. Okay, so we can technically do this in the future. And those are actually pretty solid, especially since, what, they do 15 energy and 65 hydration. So they're not bad. That's actually not bad, considering. But anyway... So yes, we now finally have a nutritional unit, which is wonderful. Also, workbench. Oh! I didn't even realize. Yes! Get in! Fuck! I need to sell something. we can sell... Do these have any users? I don't think they do. Actually, no, what we can do, we can sell Ragman the hat, really. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to sell that because of reasons. We're also going to sell the... Yeah, so sell that. Ragman, you'll take this? Yes, you will. I mean, okay, this is useful, but we've got a contact too, as well as some other bits, so that's fine. I'm also going to... that's a tier... Yeah, that's a tier 5 plate. Yeah, we're keeping those. Yeah, we're keeping those, right. I'm keeping that at least. Okay, we've got 28,000. Fantastic. Right, Mr. Mechanic. I need to buy something from you. And it's very important. Yes. There we go. We now can have our very own workbench. Finally. Fucking finally. Oh my goodness. It's very much needed. And, to be fair, if I can get myself another weapon... If I can get myself some weapon parts and some spare firearm parts, I can technically... I can fix my, hello. I can... Shut up. I can fix my weapon parts to be able to get the spare firearms parts, which is a useful mod that allows me to fully regen my weapon's health, which is much appreciated. But obviously we need to find a weapon. Well, we could technically buy the Vepper. I think I can buy the weapon. Can I buy the weapon? Yes, I can buy the weapon. And I just need the Leatherman multi-tool. So, yeah, I'll need to buy stuff and do stuff, but that's for completing other tasks and other jazz. So, yes, we've actually got some... We finally got some good things. More importantly, I'm going to quickly get my ammo pouch back now. Because we need to put the ammo pouch back in. Get in. Okay, sweet. So, now we got ammo again, and we can now do other things. Sweet. So, what I'll do is I'll go into another raid, because we're a little bit close to being... Okay, so that's that done. I'm pretty optimistic. Like, the hardest part for me, in a sense, kind of over. Not really. Kind of. Because, obviously, we still need to go into the raid and to do other stuff. But the biggest hurdle of the mission for Skier is done. So now I can kind of breathe easy. Now we just need to kill people, which... that's not going to be fun, but we'll need to do it. And the other mission, which is the mission for Mechanic. If we spawn on the far side, we might be able to do it. Might. Mechanic's task is probably the worst one now to do, because if you may recall, we need to go into the we need to go into the Terror Group complex on Ground Zero, find the dead scientist, go upstairs into the scientist's room, pick up the shit that he had left there, and get out. All without dying. Yeah. And we're back, and we're in not a good spot. Kind of Ground Zero in a nutshell. Hey, I'm in, and I'm in a bad spot. I don't really fancy running... There's like two ways we can push this. We could either... Okay, that's all the shooting upstairs. That's fine. Can I close this door? Yes, I can. Good. Good. So... Bloody hell, okay. And a gas analyzer. That's honestly quite awesome. We just saved ourselves a bundle. We need to do Embercon extraction then. Because if we get out of this with the gas analyzer, then we can more readily... bollocks. Not what I wanted. That door. Okay. Move. Yeah, they're all upstairs. Which is fine. You do you. Footsteps. Someone's outside. Or it could be me, but... Crouched. That way then if someone tries bum rushing me, I can quickly... Right, cool. So let's make our way towards Emicon. People here. Okay, dangerous part now. Doors open. Because there's no fucking zoom on this thing. Shit! Fuck you! Fuck you, Ivan. It's a shitty location, but this is why I'm very grateful. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Probably should have specified what fucking area I wanted him to do the thing, because he's probably going to have done it on the arm, isn't he? Nope. He was intelligent. Oh, shut the fuck up, you retard. Right, we need to bug out unless this retard has some healing on him. Because he's basically signaling to every bastard around. Fuck you, bear. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. No, he's just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to book it. I could grab the Vepr, but why the fuck won't you reload? Oh, fuck me. He needs them in his fucking pocket. You motherfucker. Right, okay. Right, I hit that fucker a few times, but not enough. I think that's my second PMC kill. No, nothing there. Okay. We haven't got time to fuck around. Come on. Run. Shit, I don't have fucking bandages. Fuck this game. Right, I've not got long. Oh, that's just fucking helpful, isn't it? Right, we're gonna have to bum rush upstairs. My character's not gonna last long with all this fucking wounds. Right, run as best as we can. Just try and get to the base. There's Emicon. We're right there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, first in line. Fantastic. Run. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gone. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're done. We're out. That was annoying. We did it, though. We did it. We got some good gear, and we got wounded. I almost got that prick, but I guess the weapon I had, because I forgot that you needed to put the sodding bullets of the 7.62 into the pocket rather than the magazine, because I've been operating with guns with magazines for so long. It's ridiculous. But I have done that, which means I don't have to worry, but my metabolism has fucking crashed. I really hate that. Like, getting wounded like that this early on is a death sentence, especially if you don't have a reliable supply of food. And like, yeah, sure, I grabbed the oatcakes and I could have used them, but when your stomach is dead, it's about as helpful as, well, it's not very helpful. That morphine was lovely, though I would have appreciated some more medical equipment, like, actual fucking medical equipment. Which I think that other guy had, but because I couldn't kill him fast enough, I was aiming for the head, and I was hoping the headshots would do it. But unfortunately, the SVT just didn't quite have the KD ratio. Anyway, see you outside. Right, we're back. Character is healed but buggered. The SVT 40, though, is a nice grab, 100%. Also, our, I think, third PMC kill, which is pretty nice. So, happy days. And gas analyzer, get in. So that's definitely a fun experience to have, for sure. More importantly, we have some bits and pieces. We're going to need a scav case soon. Scav case, very important. Going to be needed soon. 100%. We've got this Dennis collar, which we can sell to someone, hopefully. The Blicky, which is more of a meme than anything, but hey-ho. We've got the Shroud thing, which we can use for the tasks or whatever, though we absolutely need another... Actually, question. Therapist, you're going to give me something, aren't you? Not really what I wanted, but okay. Oh. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Not like I needed the other things, isn't it? Right, we need 2 Salewa kit. We need to find 2 more Salewas, which... Okay, technically speaking, we don't need to be on ground zero to do this. Technically, that is something we can... Oh, hello. How much did you say so quiet while moving? You were the one shooting me! Okay, so yeah, you do get this as well. You get messages from the AI, and yes, if you are wondering, you can even kill yourself in this game. But basically, it's to simulate real player talk, or real player trash talk, you'll end up getting some messages that are pretty friendly, are very friendly, weirdly friendly. And then you can get some others that are just completely bizarre, like that one, which is like, oh, how'd you get me? And I'm like, I'm fairly certain. Alright, do we have enough? No, we don't. We do have the Marlboros, though, but I don't want to do that because I know that the Marlboros are for tasks. Not just the one we're rolling at the moment. So, yes, we do actually have the ability to use these things for, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. We also have a syringe and pile of meds, which, now that we've got the pile, well, now that we've got the other things, we can maybe make some much-needed equipment. Though, unfortunately, it's just going to have to be a case of trying to find Salewas. Because at the moment, we need we need to be able to have 2 car first aids. Oh, that'd be nice, I'm not going to lie. We have 1 of these, and I feel like I need them. You know what? I'm going to turn on the power for like a couple of seconds. So we can do this. Yes. Because that's actually going to be super useful. Yeah, if we can get a tourniquet and a car first aid kit, then I'm actually quite happy. There's just Jasper going, you better upgrade this thing soon. We can buy some bits of equipment, which is dope. But that's perfect. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to use the 4 weapon parts. Once I've got these, once I've created these 4 weapon parts, I'm then going to be able to use one of these weapon parts to make a spare firearms parts case. The spare firearms parts case will allow me to fully restore my SKS. Once I've repaired it, I can then repair it up to maximum level, which is quite nice. The bleach we're going to keep for obvious reasons. You took some damage, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yeah, you really did. It's... yeah. It took damage and it did not like. Right, so now we have to figure out how to feed our character. This would be great, but it fucks over my hydration. So it's like great for one, terrible for another. Though I did get given water. So yeah. Wait, did I get my reward from this? No, I didn't. I was gonna say. I got factory and all that jazz. 6,400 rubles. Right. Okay. I think I can do this, and this will hopefully speed up things. So yeah. Where did I put the oat flakes? There. Yeah, that's 57, and then I can just use this to like get you up to a reasonable level. Is there any other food I've got? I do have a sorry can. Yes, that'll do. There we go. It's like slightly less hydration, but hydration is not as much of a problem. Pepco, light beer, iced tea, that's like 15, which is what we need right now, so that works. Huzzay! Right, let me top this up. There we go. I got pistol, I got that. We're all good to go. Okay, so next task I need to complete is shooting cans and mechanics saving the mole. If we can do mechanics saving the mole, that'll be great. I'm going to put this into there, and I will put you into that. That will stop light bleeds. And we've got the Chemlock. Okay, that'll stop light bleeds. We'll put this as a 7, just for the time being, because that will give us the means to survive against that. We have now got more AI2s as well, which is dope. I think I've got some more AI2s on the way as well. Yes, we do. It sounds a bit sad, but I think once we've... Oh, okay, yeah, no. Well, we can use these AI2s for the time being. They will serve as a purpose for that. Do we have any spare bandages twos? Yes, we do. I will do that then. Okay, that puts us in a solid-ish position. If I get more heavy bleeds, well, I'm fucked, but Emperor willing, we can survive this hellhole. But yeah. Already at a 3 out of 5. Fuck me. Well, back into the raid. And unfortunately, the cliffhanger has to be sprung. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. But thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, do let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course, subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in the part 2 of this episode, because I kind of forgot how much I was recording. All the best.